Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ange, one half of the duo, and today I am bringing you my list for Zoo Eldlich. Now, this deck has been going crazy all across the meta for absurd cards with the Eldlich engine and the use of double A Zeus. But before we get into this deck profile, I would like to remind you guys all to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and do not forget to turn on those notifications because we have new videos coming out every Monday and Wednesday. Well, without further ado, let's actually get into this deck profile I have for you all today. To start off, guys, obviously we play the double Golden Lord. I was actually thinking about cutting this down to 1, but the card is just way too good and way too recurable not to play it 2. And plus, especially if you do get DD crowed, or if you actually play against a striker matchup, they can just Sharkin it away. So I think playing 2 is perfectly fine, and you definitely need it. And then for the Zoodiac cards, we play the triple Ram, 1 Whiptail, 1 Thoroughblade. In all honesty, I actually think that Ram is the best card for the Zoodiac engine in an Eldlich case, because it's actually like a 2000 defense, and also the other effect to where if it's targeted by a trap card, and then you can just detach 1. It's actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Also, Whiptail is also just really good just to use it as material, and then you can banish anything it wants to. It's like a more updated version of DD Warrior Lady. And also the Thoroughblade is really nice, but I only want to play 1 of it because it does play into Gamma or any other hand traps, and I want to really play around every single hand trap I can with this deck, so that's why I only play 1 of each, and we normally like going in the Ram anyways. So that's it for the Zoodiac monsters. For the hand traps, we play the triple Nibiru. Now this card is still really good, a very high impact hand trap. We still have a lot of combo decks running around, and this just basically shuts them down as much as we can. Though a lot of decks can't play around Nibiru, it's just 1 less negate that we have to worry about. Especially when they're going for the Herald play, we do not want to see Herald at all. Definitely running the triple Nibiru is a smart move. Also, we run the triple Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Now this card right here is just extremely generic. It works against every single deck. It's like kind of like a mid-range hand trap now, I'd say. A lot of decks are kind of playing into Ash, especially when we do have like other decks like War Crime Zoo going around, and also like the Tri-Brigades. This like kind of shuts them down a little bit. It stops a lot of their plays. We have to play 3 Ash, especially when we play against like those random rogue matches a lot of times, which actually happens more often than you think right now, since people are preparing themselves for the ban list. Ash Blossom is a really key card for that. We do not play Gamma because we do not have the space for it, to be honest. This is a very tight list. For the spells, we play the triple Cursed Eldland. We have to play this card. It's a pay 8 and search for whatever we want, and then when it's sent to graveyard, you just send another card to the graveyard. So it's amazing. So we need to play 3 of it. Searching in this deck is very, very crucial, especially when you want to get all your Eldlich cards ready to go. For like those Zoodiac cards, we play the triple Tenki, and then we play the 1 Barrage. Now, triple Tenki, obviously, because you want to search out those Zoo cards, making it so you have an extra copy of each card inherently, and then the 1 Barrage, so that way you can get your Zoodiac engine rolling. And if you open up the Tenki and Barrage, wow, that is absolutely busted. You get 2 free Zoos just to start your engine off very, very quick in the early game. And that actually applies a lot of pressure to the opponent. A lot of people tend to think that Trident really is an easy card to get over, but when you really think about it, what is the most prominent way to stop your opponent in this meta? Just getting rid of monsters on the field. That's why Conquistador is such an oppressive card in this format still. So definitely play the 1 Barrage and the triple Tenki. For the more generic cards, we play the triple Book of Moon. This card is really good right now, especially against decks like Zoodiac and Dragon Link, because if Dragon Link can't link summon into like a Striker Dragon and extend further, they're done. Especially if they normal summon the Safer and you just Book of Moon that, they're stuck. They cannot do anything. Same thing goes for Infernal Noble Knight. If you Book a Moon them so that way they can't get to the Isolde, you will flat out win that match. And on top of that, when you're facing against like a mirror match or a Zoodiac Tri-Brigade deck or a War Crime Zoo, if you just Book a Moon like their normal summon, they're normally done. So this card is extremely good right now, so I definitely will play 3 of it. Furthermore, we play the Forbidden Droplet. Now this card is so good right now. I think Forbidden Droplet right now is one of the best cards to have, especially in a deck like Eldlich, because we just get so much advantage by sending things to our graveyard. That way we could get our Eldlich engine going, or we could just get other cards that we don't need off the field that weren't really good in our hand either. So it's just really good just to shut off the opponent, and then that way they cannot respond to it. It's really good in the virtual world matchup actually, because on their standby phase when they activate the True King of all calamities, you could just chain Droplet and then pitch a trap, and then they can't respond with their virtual world trap card at all. So you just get the free negate of the VFD, and they just can't really do anything about it, and it's so nice. I love Forbidden Droplet this format. It's honestly been amazing. Continuing on with the final spell, we run the triple Cosmic Cyclone in the main deck. I really like this card actually. I was actually thinking about using it as a Twin Twisters instead, but I felt like Cyclone right now is just generically a lot better. Plus banishing those virtual wolf cards is so good. You gotta play 3 of it, I feel like, and plus in the Dragon Link matchup it just forces the negate with the Boral Savage Dragon and just getting rid of the Buster Lock. Playing 3 of this is really good, and I feel that it just forces a lot of negates too, which is something that we want to see. Going into the traps, we have the triple Scarlet Sanguine. There's really not much to say about this in all honesty, because we all know what it does. It just gets out our free Golden Lord and then sets our golden land cards. You have to play 3 of it, and then we play the triple Conquistador. Now this card right here is so good still. Just getting rid of any problematic card on the field and also special summoning it is very nice. We need to have this because spot removal is very key this format. And also to round out the Eldlich traps, we play the double Wakero. Now this card isn't as good as it used to be, but still it's another name. Non-targeting banishing is still very good in today's game state, so I think playing 2 is just fine. Plus we want to keep our deck at around a nice even 40 cards that we make it the most consistent as possible. And then to round up the traps, play the hand trap of Infinite Impermanence. This is another hand trap, but it's a mid-range one that plays around triple tactics talents, so we have to play it, and I absolutely love playing Impermanence right now. I would not take it out for anything else. Alright guys, that does it for the main deck. Let's go on into the extra deck. Let's start out with all of our zoo monsters. So we have the 1 Trident, because we can only play 1. We have the Hammer Kong. I play the double Borbo because it's just really good to attack directly and then just make the free Zeus. And then we play the double Tiger Mortar, just for more recursion, more materials to attach. Then we play the double Chalconine, just for revival. And then to go on top of it all, the 1 double Azeus. Now I'm thinking about playing another Azeus, but I'm trying to test out the room, and I've never actually had to summon the second Azeus, because as soon as I summon the first one, it just creates so much advantage for me that I normally just win right out at that moment, because the opponent just cannot do anything. They can't do much when all the Eldlich traps are on the field, and then you just wipe away the whole board, end phase, get all the traps back, and then you just keep on killing them from there. Like, they just can't handle all of that pressure. So definitely I like that a lot. Maybe I'll take out like the other Borbo for the other Zeus, but we'll see in the future. And then for the links, we run the 1 Link Spider just to get rid of the golden land cards. Same thing, get rid of the other golden land cards that are just on the field. We have this to steal other Zoodiac monsters so that we could go into a double Azeus. This card is actually really good, and it comes up a lot in the mirror, so I really like having that option. Then we have another generic spot removal, just Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn, and then to round it all off, we have the 1 access code talker. I still have the access code in here because, you know, being able to get so many free pops off the field is so nice, and they cannot respond to it. You guys know how I feel about those effects. Those are the most busted in the game, so why not use it to our advantage? Also, I do like the Unicorn a lot. Spinning away cards this format is really nice, because a lot of times if you get things just off the field, that's what really matters, because a lot of stuff just is like more hand interactive, I feel. Normal summons that search, or like things that extend from the hand. So I think that is like the right way to go about getting spot removal. So that's why I use the Unicorn, and think it's pretty good right now. So that does it for the extra deck actually. Nice and simple, really concise. Let's go into the side deck now. First, we have the 3 Raw Sphere Mode. Now this card is really good right now. Even though that Zoodiac does make a normal summon, it's still really good to have because a lot of combo decks are still ending on 3 powerful monsters, and I think it's just a really great way to just get rid of them completely, because what else can they possibly do that net them more advantage for the following turn? Normally Dragon Link puts up all the resources anyways, and then maybe they can make a Bola Sword afterwards, but to be honest with you, you just have the Eldlich traps to just stop all of that completely. Then for the spells, we run the triple Dark Ruler No More. Very good still. Shutting off all your opponent's effects, still nice. Now we're still running the triple Lightning Storm. Now, I kind of want to change this up for a Twin Twisters, but we'll see in later formats and see how it turns out. But I think for right now, it's really good just to get all that removal. It's just something that the opponent has to think about, and it's a forced negate, so I think it's very nice to have that as an option. And now time to go on for the traps in the side deck. I run 3 evenly matched. Now I think that we are going more towards a mid-range slower format, so this is why I have 3 evenly. Just a straight up blowout card, and then if we get it off, that puts us at such a great advantage, so why not run it? Also, finally, we run the triple summon limit. Now I'm still an advocate for this card because all the combo decks just cannot get anywhere without summoning more than 2 times. So I think this card is extremely great and it puts a lot of pressure on the opponent. Plus, when you just have your Eldlich engine running and containing with this, they just cannot do anything about that at all. Other cards I was thinking about running in the side deck was maybe like a Ghost Ogres, or maybe just putting in Drolls in the side. But I'm not too sure about that, and the same thing with the Kaijus. I'm still testing this out. This deck is still fairly new to me, so I think that what we have right now works perfectly fine. I have yet to drop a game with it. I played a lot of Infernoble Knights actually, and I've played a lot against like a lot of other rogue matchups like Sky Strikers. I played a lot against Dino, and this deck just completely smashes all of those matchups completely. So I think that with the coming days going up to the ban list, we'll see how it goes, and this is definitely a safe choice to go into the new meta because I do not think anything is going to get hit at all. But that just about does it for the deck profile, guys. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Let me know what you guys think about Zoodiac Eldlich and my list right now. This is still a new deck for me. I would like to see what you guys all think about this deck combination. Before we go, I would like to remind you guys all to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.